In today's video, I'm going to be doing a cook with me. We're going to be doing a teriyaki vegetable fried rice. The ingredients that I'm going to use is the medium grain rice. I prefer either the Kroger brand or Nishiki. You can find both at Kroger. A little bit of onion, that teriyaki sauce right there. The broccoli florets I get from Sam's Club, and also the sweet peppers I picked up from Sam's Club as well. This recipe is so versatile. You can really use any vegetables that you have on hand. This is just what I have today. So first we'll start with filling our pan up with some water. Fill it up about halfway. We're going to use this to cook our broccoli. I put the heat on high, and then I put in a little bit of salt to add some flavor to the broccoli as it's cooking. Once the water comes to a boil, we'll take the broccoli florets and we'll break them up. And they'll cook for about 3 minutes, and they should be good to go at that point. As I stated, you can really use any vegetable that you want when you're making this. I really like the broccoli, the peppers, and the onion. It gives it a lot of flavor with the teriyaki sauce. The teriyaki sauce that I'm going to be showing you today is actually a new sauce that I found, and I really like it. I highly recommend it. So here we're going to get our pan out. We're going to get ready to chop up some veggies. So we've got the peppers out, got my cutting board from Pampered Chef. The pans that I'm using today are also from Pampered Chef. So at this point, we're just prepping our vegetables, which is really the most time-consuming thing. This recipe is very fast. You can have it done in under 15 minutes, maybe even under 10. So I'm just dicing up the peppers. Like I said, these are just the peppers that I had on hand. You can really use any pepper that you like if you have a preference or a favorite. Next, I'm gonna pull out an onion that I've already cut up for a different recipe. So I'm just gonna cut off a few pieces of that, and we're looking to get about 3/4 of a cup of onion. I will have the full recipe as far as how much you need of each item in the description below. For the peppers, you're gonna get about 1/4 of a cup after they're chopped. This is, again, just preference. There's really no right or wrong way to do this recipe. You can add as much or as little as you want. Next, we're going to drain the broccoli, and then we'll set it to the side. We'll then pull out our rice. So the secret to this recipe, I think, is day-old rice. And what I mean by that is I'll cook the rice in my rice cooker, and I can actually do a video on that whole process if you'd like. But I cook my rice in the rice cooker, and then once it's done, I put it in a bag and I put it in my refrigerator and let it sit overnight. And the next day, it's starchy. It's the perfect rice. So we'll pull that out, and in here we're going to put about 2 cups of cooked rice, and then we'll add in all of the vegetables and the broccoli. You could cook your vegetables beforehand if you want, as far as the peppers and the onions go. You're going to have your burner set to medium at this point. You'll also want to add in about a tablespoon of butter. That way everything gets nice and coated and nothing sticks to the pan. And since the rice has been sitting in the refrigerator overnight, you'll just want to break up the pieces with your spatula. That way everything is nice and even and flat on the pan. I'm just going to be adding in some salt here, some pepper, that would be to taste. And then I do about a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of onion powder. And then I just mix up all the seasonings in the rice. We'll then get our onions and the peppers and put them in, as well as the broccoli. And as I stated, the teriyaki sauce that I'll be using in today's video is a brand that I've never used before. I really am liking it. It's very good. It's Mr. Yoshida's. I'm probably butchering that name, but it's very good. It's called Marinade and Cooking Sauce, Sweet Teriyaki Original Gourmet. And I put in about 3 tablespoons. Then we just mix everything up and let it sit. As you're mixing it up, you're going to then flatten the rice out and make it as even as flat as possible at the bottom of the pan. The bottom is going to begin to brown a little bit, and then you'll flip it and just do the same thing to the other side. So this recipe could be a really good side dish, or you could even bulk it up and add some protein. You could put some chicken in there or some steak and have it as an entree. I do a similar dish to this, same concept, but it is the hibachi style chicken fried rice. I could definitely do a video on that as well. And again, if you're interested, I can definitely do an in-depth video on how I make my rice and my rice cooker, show you the brand and all of that. If you're interested, just let me know. So I'm gonna cook this for about 7 to 8 minutes, keeping the burner on medium to medium low, just making sure that we're not burning the vegetables or the rice here. And the dish is about done. So we're gonna plate this up, and I like to add a little bit of the teriyaki sauce on top just for flavor. Thanks so much for watching my video today. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment of what you'd like to see next.